Hello and good
Hey,
evening, everyone, and welcome to
the
the
truth
truth behind
behind
the
the
truth.
truth.
Your Tuesday night love fest. We spread love all over the place. That's what we like to do. Maybe you agree with us or not, but we still spread love because we still love you, even though you don't watch all the time. So, anyway, so we trust that everybody is well. We are having a little bit of technical difficulty, Wi-Fi difficulties or whatever, so we may buffer from time to time. But bear with us. We'll give it a pause and finish out our thought once it comes back up, on our end. So,
It's like
uh,
living in the country with the old Bell South
is
internet.
it dial up that?
With the old Bell South internet, you
Uh-huh.
had the signal was bad out there, but it's like we're in the city and Wi-Fi is just terrible.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden, we changed carriers trying to save a little bit of money, and that overall this buffering and things like that, or maybe it's just not strong enough to handle everything that we have in the house.
Probably just everybody around us has
That
Wi-Fi, and
that's
everybody
true.
Wi-Fi is pulling whatever we got going on
That's
around
true.
us. Am I correct with that, Charles? Do you think that could be the hypothesis?
I agree with you because it could very rarely be, the signal that because we moved to I can't give them play on the show, but uh, we moved to one of the put it this way, those cell phone carrying companies. Okay, that that
Nothing. Just the fact
uh,
that you know.
one of these cell phone companies that what am I trying to say, that offer savings and God, why was my thought going? You know what I'm trying to say,
But
guys.
you over talking Charles. I
It's-
think Charles having a little bit of a technical issue
okay.
himself. So we're just
Well,
gonna keep it
just throw your
moving.
arm, your fist up, Charles, or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. We're gonna keep it
we're gonna
rolling.
keep it rolling.
He'll just be in the mess. He's figuring it out on his end. I don't know what this. The first time we've ever had such difficulties with us. But anyway, so how are you, huh?
I'm sore from Monday.
Yay!
Monday Memorial Day wore me out.
The gym. Oh my
It wasn't the
God.
gym. It was work.
Oh, it's work. Okay, so it
The
wasn't
gym wasn't, but I've lost a good portion of weight in over 3 weeks.
That's
I was
good.
from 208 pounds now to 202. The goal is to get down to 180. So
That's a lot of weight.
it's a journey. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's much needed weight that needs to be lost.
Okay.
And I think 180 pounds is my natural weight because I'm 5'9", 5'8".
Uh-huh.
And the older you get, the smaller you get.
The
Shorter you get.
So
So I mean, I was once 5'9". I realized I was 5'8". Now I'm 5'8", but I got to get down to 180 pounds to be at my natural weight. So we'll see how this pans on out.
right. Well, I mean, you are. That's what the major thing is.
Just watching my calorie count, basically.
Yeah, this is what you got to do. This is definitely what you got to do. So let's dig in. And Charles, I think you had some muted for one, Charles. Probably why we can't hear you. But anyway, just chime in. Let us know when we'll hear you when you pop in. So, um, digging in. I'm sorry. Going to where we are at this point. Oh my God, it's just state of confusion once again. I mean, this man doesn't. Honestly, and more, I'm thoroughly convinced that this man doesn't know what he's doing. From the art of war, I never knew that. I mean, but he can negotiate businesses, okay, but other than that, that's it. Running the country, you can forget it. And running the country. I'm sorry for jumping around like this. I remember having a conversation with this older guy years ago at the gym, and we were talking about the presidency and whatever, and he was very stark. Well, the president needs to be a businessman because this country is a business and it needs to be ran as a business. I was like, sir, why? If the president does not have a heart for the people in the movement, and so he tried to convince himself of that opportunity, or he has to be somebody that comes from a military. Why? Well, put it this way: this man is not a combination of either one of those. I mean, at the end of the day, as it stands, he's not. and I don't see him ever being able to do this before his, his limited time he'll have in office. Mentioning him one other time, they paid the doctors to lie once again because he went to get his physical, and he put, dude, you'll be 80 years old in a few days. Okay, there's no way in the world at 80 years old that you're in tip top shape.
I mean, he might be in tip top shape. He's evil. I mean, to be honest with you, he's evil. He's mean. He's heartless.
Okay.
Unless you are good friends and you make money with him, he's great with friends who help him make money. He's great with people who are successful. So at the end of the day, I mean, he's fine in that camp, but he's all evil people seem to thrive health wise. It always seems to be the good ones that seem to die so quick.
And I get you in that aspect, but his health is not definitely failing. The man is 800 pounds overweight, and he has no exercise regime. So how in the world could he say that your heart is in condition, everything else, your legs are swollen, you have this degenerating disease that's affecting your hands, and the blood clots. Huh?
We see that every day with the average person right now. We see that with average people. When it boils down to those types of symptoms,
not with the hands and stuff, not like that.
Oh yes, oh my goodness, yes. You could go into Walmart, you'll definitely see them.
Oh, okay.
Go to Walmart, go see all of that. I mean, to be honest, I'm not trying to be funny, but about this man is that he has been this way for such a long time. He has been on whatever narcotics they allegedly say he has been dibbling and dabbling in recreational drug use and abusive verbally and mentally. I know that he is hurt. Regardless about his health, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see nothing that's going to better our situation with even caring about what's going on with his health. I just feel like he needs to go. He needs to hit the road, Jack, and never come back.
Right.
But it's just going to take the American people for that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, and I like how Whoopi ends the View, typically every day. She said, well, we're all in this together, but, you got to vote.
That's right.
And I think everybody has the midterm, for owners are concerned, in June. So there's going to be a lot of voting going on. I mean, I think we've made our decision out here in LA who we want to potentially see who the next governor is. And the mayor, there's hands down that,
I don't want Pratt man. I don't want Pratt.
I was a little PA, and it does get out to his camp that I'm saying this on the Pratt fact. Man, go back to reality TV because you have no clue on what it is about the political aspect. You're trying to capitalize and get on the misfortune of individuals and what happened during the LA fires. Okay, I get it. You lost 2 homes. I understand. Hey, we sympathize with you and all that. That was going on. What are your plans as to that? I think that our mayor done what she could. I guess the only thing I can say, you wanted her to come straight to your house with the fire hose and then put out.
He lost 2 homes, but he's not homeless. He has money. He can build another one.
Right. And if he didn't, I have met people. I mean, people come to my store that have lost everything and trying to rebuild their lives. Now that many conversations I've had, we can't blame the mayor for what was going on. You found tried to find an inroad into something, so you're going to utilize that because it draws on the heartstrings of the people in LA. So you're going to try to get elected by a misfortune that could have happened into anything, right? At any given time. And none of y'all, that support him had nothing to say about Eric Garcetti, the city or whatever his name is. And the homeless the homeless population. Okay, I mean, allegedly, I can't say it's factual, but allegedly they took a large sum of money that was given to the homeless department and put that money into building structures in lower, in town. Before you had the opportunity to skip out of town, and they called those people to certain places. And these things were told to me by viable people. Okay, at the end of the day. So I have to say allegedly for particular reason, but when he left, he left. Okay, at the end of the day. So in some respects, maybe some of the decisions that Karen, our mayor, decided to do, but her main goal was to get these people off the street. Now the interesting part about that, let's go back 45 years. Okay, about 45 years. Yeah, about this close almost 50 years. About 45 years when the governor, he was governor at one point in time. President Ronald Reagan, okay, decided to scrap the whole situation here in California. As far as well, it's not necessarily because he was here, but wide any opportunity to help anybody that either has substance abuse, mental problems, whatever, and close on those hospitals, so if you help. Since then, there has not been any, intervention for people that have been homeless or either going into that for treatment. So Mayor Karen comes along with her, her idea, and her goal was to get people off the streets, and I was talking about that, get people off the streets. So she contacted out of hotels that were not making any money, offered them the contract not to put these people in these hotels, to get them off the street, give them a surrounding. Well, to their dismay, there was not a deeper thought pattern, okay, about this process. I've shared that with you too as well. The treatment that individuals should have been getting when they have gotten that opportunity. So they went in and doing this. They didn't understand that that these opportunities.
Shut the show down. Down.
They didn't have habits and everything, thing that they were doing. You know what, guys, we're gonna take a moment. We're gonna reboot everything and come back and see what that happens, because obviously there's something wrong, because the webpage keeps giving us that signal that it's having a time frame. So we're gonna log back in and we're gonna shut it all down. I'm gonna try to log back in. We'll just pick it up here. We won't do anything, and then log in under the Microsoft web browser, and let's see what happens at that particular point in time. Let's get off Google completely and see if that will eliminate this problem, because it's something that we keep getting a message from Google or having technical problems or whatever. So guys, if you're watching, you're going to get a re-invite back to them. We'll be right back, hopefully.